spur of the moment. This is the full moon in Aquarius. I'm pulling out what I'm going to use for this selection. And let's see what we get. So full moon in Aquarius. We have eclipse season starting, if I am not mistaken, this weekend. Yeah, eclipse season is this weekend. Welcome to Leo season. So we are going to do the usual. I'll pick a card. I got 2 oracle decks. My friend Fire, because I feel like Leo season. Then we have the decks from last week, the last moon. Jesus, okay. There's a whole bunch of things. So this is what we're gonna do. Full moon seasons are for releasing, usually. And so let's see what we're making space for. All right, so we're gonna do our usual pick a card. I have 2 oracle cards. No, I have just my friend Fire, the oracle card. And then if I have the Afro Tarot by Jesse Jumanji. Jesse Ujazi is the name now. I'm gonna pull out the oracle decks now. So this is what it looks like. This is why I got it. It goes with the theme of the season. It's hot, so you may hear the fan. I just want you to know that. So this is for the full moon in Aquarius and eclipse season, because we are just entering eclipse season. Actually, I saw this one, so that will be the general, the collective reading, especially the collective reading for, eclipse season. So general reading as you select your items. All right, we have malachite. I'm gonna move the cards so you can see it. Right here, right here, right here. There we go. We're getting closer. If you can't see them. Right here. La la la. And I'll show you up close. Boom. Okay, so we have for card number 1 a malachite ring in silver. Okay. And these are all available at astrolizix.com. So this is moonstone. And then we have lapis lazuli. So that is 1, 2, 3. And while you make your decision, let's sit with this. Okay, so the first card when I said eclipse season that came out for the general reading was channel. And it looks, there's number 44, it turns to an 8. That might mean something, but you can also look up 44. But like, channel very much gives tap into your very unique self. It is an Aquarius full moon. And so it's like, let your freak flag fly. Be your odd self. Be the self that maybe people may not understand. As long as you do and accept yourself, that is really all that matters. So 44, channel from my friend Fire, Mighty in the Sky. You are source energy, connected. You can heal and commune with your spirit. This is saying and inviting you to tap into your higher self. If you do have altars, also connecting with your altar. Send it. Okay, so free your flow and channel that beautiful light through. Send it to different parts of your body and or to parts of the world it is felt and received. Embrace the gentle yet powerful movement of this card. I'll put it here because it's such a lovely card. Where could you use some of this rainbow light? Is your energy flowing as freely as you would like? And or are you willing to remove anything that has been blocking you from tapping into your full flow? That has been, be it thoughts, be it worry, projection, not being in the present moment. Being ahead too much prevents us from flow, prevents us from being able to get the answers that we're looking for because we're busier looking for answers than we are sitting for them to arrive. Then we have clear beginning. And literally, this is, I think, a perfect combination for eclipse season because eclipse season is major endings and major beginnings, right? And so that is, I've actually never gotten that card before. Open, clear beginning. And it is a full moon. This might be the moon for you. A beginning full of possibility, wrapped in color. You are being offered a clear space to begin again. It doesn't demand, it invites. As natural as the pull of the tides, you are given this invitation to listen, to reflect, to dream, to ask, to trust, to step forward without needing to see the whole path. You don't need all of the answers, just the courage to begin. And Martin Luther King was the one who said that you don't need to know the whole path, you just need to take the first step. And I'm not saying the quote to quote, but I'm paraphrasing, but hello. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is take the first step. All right. 1, 2, 3. We are starting with 1. What major beginnings, endings, possibilities are happening? Okay. So this was in the reverse position. It says receive. Boom. Receive. These are so colorful and lovely. Number 29. It turns into an 11. And we have the Hanged Man. So, is there any resistance that you are experiencing around receiving? Sometimes the things don't come because we're in the way. Oh, before I done jumped into this whole thing. All right. Malachite. So, Malachite is good for deep emotional healing, major heart space work that is being done when you have malachite. So if you have, if you've put boundaries because of disappointments up, or you've kind of become, what is the word, not the bitter is not the word, but I'm gonna use bitter. Oh, I also forgot to see. Nobody chatting that day. I don't know. Hello, friend. But so if you have put like any walls up, or just like you not feeling it. Let's say love wise, you're like, child plus, like leave me alone. I'm good, whatever. And you haven't tapped into like I am love in a while. Malachite is good for you. If you have been dealing with a lot of grief, malachite can help with that. And so I think this will be really interesting when I pull out the rest of these cards. Because the hangman, it's like you're either something is waiting for you, you are waiting for something, or it's twofold, right? Like it's and both. So let's see what the cards say in regards to this full moon for card number 1. Whoa. Well, they're doubling down and cool. Yeah. Let's see what the mini guidebook says. They're doubling down on that hanged man. So I was asking, maybe there's resistance. There's resistance. There may be some views that you are refusing to see or engage in. Hanged man. Restriction, letting go, and sacrifice. Having issues with letting go. Restricting yourself from joy. These are all things that can hold your blessings up. So, we have the hangman twice. Let's go to receive. Step into sacred waters with curiosity and trust. So, the best way for when you become... Damn, that word's gonna bother me. When you become critical of possibility, which is a type of hopelessness, right? Like when people are like, I don't need love in my life, whatever it is. And it's just like a human need, right? It's just part of being human. What we end up doing is that there's no space for curiosity and it becomes hopelessness. And what happens with that is it makes things finite. This will never happen to me, right? That's it's not necessarily an exaggeration, but that's a huge statement for something that you don't know. Curiosity allows for you to leave the door open. Okay? Word to Bruno Mars and whoever all else. So, step into sacred waters. Open your heart and mind. Let the light in. The universe surrounds you with love and offerings, asking only that you make space to receive. If there's hesitation, meet it gently. Oh, precious heart, what do you desire? This is your moment. Gifts unique to you and your experience. Write them down, play with them. Imagine them entering right through the rainbow. Also, if you didn't see the collective reading, when I post this, go back and listen. You are filled with light. Your movement is totally free. You are worthy of receiving. If somebody said, if you need anything, let me know, it's time to start being like, so about that, you need anything. Ask for what you need, but also be open to receiving what you deeply desire. It don't matter how embarrassing it is to be human. Because sometimes we're like, I want love. That is so embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. There has been a level of dehumanizing that we are experiencing now that's unnatural. Wanting regular shit does not make it embarrassing. Desiring softness, gentleness, basic needs is a part of the human experience, and it should be as such. Receiving should be as intuitive and natural in this world, and it isn't. But it doesn't mean that you're not worthy of receiving, and it doesn't mean that because you are X, Y, you don't gotta meet some kind of level in your life to be able to receive. Oh, when I get to this part, I'll finally be ready to receive. No, you gotta be ready now. Open yourself up. And if you are in a season of pause where you don't know what's next, where it's because you're supposed to just like open up the door for you to receive. Let people know, hey, I'm looking for this. Hey, I'm in the market for a job, even though it's crazy out here. You don't know who you'll come across or who you'll tell that might be looking for you. You don't know somebody who's been like, I've been wanting to help and I just didn't know how I could. Now I know. Okay? Receive, friends. That is your homework for the full moon. It can either be journaling. I always like to burn things, aka like not literally, not property. Paper, right? Writing down the things that either you deny yourself, prevent, or blockages around receiving, and journal about it. And if you want to burn it, you can burn it. So that's card number 1. Card numero dos. So we have, oh, did you see it? Yeah, okay. So this is Moonstone. Moonstone on the moon. And Moonstone allows you to connect to your intuitive self, your emotional self, and the self that is ever changing, right? Deal with your phases. Maybe accept your phases. Unless you want some fuckery. Okay, so let's see what the devil is about. Is it play? Is it pleasure? I know that's right. I knew there was a reason why I was looking at this. Nope. Stay right there. I was looking at that erotic deck and I was like, why am I staring at this? I'm coming. Yeah. Play as medicine. The devil in this case is not about anything negative. It's about pleasure. It's about play. It is about experiencing a delectable life. It's about savoring the right now. Versus, being stuck and being whatever. Because the devil sometimes is like, you're just here for a good time. So let's see what the erotic tarot has to say. 3 of Feathers. I'm actually really liking this. Don't run now. Oh, whoa. Oh. Okay, well, we ain't showing nobody naked, so hey. Okay. I ain't taking no more out. Why is this so big? Oh. Loyalty. Alright, so we have the Moonstone here. Let's put the tarot here so y'all could see. Alright. So we have the devil here, and the devil is always different in every deck. And in this case, there's no chains, right? Shackles. Literally, eclipse season is upon us. So I'm gonna just say this. Whoever you are, sooner than later. Okay? But the snake is I don't know. She don't look like she having a bad time being bit by the snake. So I'ma just you interpret that as you'd like. For me, it feels very sensual and pleasurable, but also like knowing some stuff, being tapped into the divine sensual being that you are, right? I actually want to read. So the 3 of Feathers is the 3 of Swords in reverse. And I love that the 3 of Swords is in reverse, because that means there is an ending to disappointment and heartache. But I'm going to double check to make sure that, feathers are whatever they're supposed to be. Yeah, swords. Okay. Um, boom. So, we have a couple of things here. When it's upright, it says you have the opportunity to establish the terms of a contract. Be fair in your arrangements. Most of us appreciate a little security. The opposite to that, right, is don't waste your time if someone is clearly not interested in negotiating. And my add in to the Three of Swords here is releasing things that don't feel good to you, releasing things that have been unfair, releasing and not giving energy to things that don't pour in, that don't feel supportive. And that's thoughts, that's other people's projections, that's old shit, that's things that we have used to define ourselves as whatever, less than, or thinking that, however experiences we've had with, be it dating, be it pleasure, like, oh, I have not been in a pleasurable experience in a long time. It'll never happen for me. That's not true. You got a whole Night of Roses. Is Night of Roses slow? Yeah. The Night of Roses is slow. Oh, but also, even then, feathers are play, right? Even then, there's a lightheartedness in this being the opposite way. This is a tool of pleasure, it's a tool of play. Just putting that out there. Okay, lighten up. Then we have the Knight of Roses. Baby slow. I'm gonna just tell you that much. Don't mean he's not on his way. Don't mean he's not loyal. Doesn't mean that the knight isn't a worthy option. Just means homie moves at their own speed. Punctual, methodical, and with great stamina. With the Knight of Roses, things will run like clockwork. This knight likes to get down to business. A plan of action may even be made in advance. As an objective-driven individual, they can become overly focused on reaching the climax. Well, in this case, we're reading the erotic tarot. Foregoing the wild adventure of getting there. And I say to you, do not lose focus in the adventure portion. Shit gets boring real quick. They may need a gentle prod to tune into the emotions and inject a little more passion into their action. This is a logical being. If you have not been in your body, which is the ongoing invitation here, then do that. Whatever that is, be in water, I don't know. But find ways to be present in the gorgeousness that is the body that you have, that supports you, that keeps you alive, keeps you going, and pushes you forward even when you don't want to. Right? Let us be grateful to our bodies as they are in this moment. There will always be a reason to pick at them, and usually the reasons are not sufficient. All right, play is medicine, and then we close out card number 2. That is number 13. All right. Oh, and so this card actually has 2 cards. So the one that we have here and this like really playful, joyful one. So maybe you need to get in some nature. Hug a tree, speak to a tree, tell the trees what you got going on. Might also be the case. Play is an important part of life, just as essential for our furred, feathered, and finned relatives as it is for us. This card invites you to return to your playful nature, move freely, laugh freely, and connect with joy. Whether in nature, with others, or simply enjoying your own company, Play is expression and a boon for your health. There are 7 types of rest. Sometimes we are tired and it's not sleep that we need. It can be play. Look up the 7 types of rest. One of them is creativity. If this card appears, it may be encouraging you to bring more play into your life or to reflect on your relationship with playfulness. Welcome lightness. This open rule free space feeds your spark. The freedom found here is medicine for your body and spirit. I know that's right. All right, friends. Not, what is it? Last but not least. So we have lapis lazuli. Okay. These are like big. Like this doesn't fit me. I would say it's like a 8, 9. I don't know. I don't know finger sizes, but it is meant for larger fingers. The world. Big changes are coming. Ecosystem. This came out in the reverse, actually. Ecosystem. Let's see what this has to say. There's some changes coming for you for sure. Like, for card number 3. Maybe what you want is what you're gonna make happen. Oh. Who got this? Tell me in the comments if you chose number 3. I am so curious because I want to know your business. How does it pan out? Let me know. All right, so we have the world, which, you know, how it's been is not how it's going to be. Can be positive, can be neutral, can be a little bit of everything. There may be changes that you're making in order for you not to keep experiencing the same old, you know? And then we have the Magician and the 2 of Cups. I'm always interested in this combination. The Magician is a reminder that every tool is at your disposal. Everything you need, you have right now. Sometimes we think that we need, oh, I need one more to have. You don't. I need to do this in order to get there. You're closer than you think. A lot of times it's also the mindset that you have, the belief that you have. Do you bet on yourself and know that you will win every single time? You know? That's also important. Let's read the Magician real quick. Conscious, power, and skill. Those are the keywords for the Magician. And then we have the 2 of Cups, which can be alignment, balance, finding your divine counterpart, partnership, connection, and unity. So these feel very specific to somebody, and I hope to know if it's you. Ecosystem. When the noise is too loud, remember that you can come here next to this flowing summer stream and lie under alder branches. I also noticed a lot of red, so grounding might be good for you. Touching grass, becoming one with the grass, walking around barefoot, or just like forest bathing or something to that effect. Or playing with any pets that you may have. Let the fresh rain in the soil touch your skin. This card is a soft return to the truth that you belong. You have always belonged. Feel this connection. There is so much beauty and healing in letting the land hold you. And if you look at the world again, the world is not necessarily being held, but it's also being held, you know? And so beautiful beginnings are coming. Do you believe in them? Do you believe that they are possible? Have you gone into stillness to look around and notice that it's already here? If you have ever felt out of place, maybe you will realize that you're clicking into place. You are the home that you are looking for. And those who get it will get it. There's no need to be in a season of trying to force people to be around with you. Allow yourself to bloom. Yeah, this is a beautiful, like literally it's 1 and 2 with an infinity sign. Like, you are so full of possibility and beauty and just like an amazing soul. Don't let nobody throw you off. Don't let nothing throw you off. Remember that and take that energy with you. But also, you are magical as hell. Stop letting people play with you. So, I am Astro Liz. Thank you for sitting with me, reading with me. Shout out to all of the folks that have subscribed to my channel. I'm almost at 100, y'all, so that's really, really exciting. Sometimes it feels like, I'm talking to myself and my 2 homies. But shout out to y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe. Check out astrolizix.com. And I will see you in the next month.